man, this sucks. Because I do wear makeup every day and I like wearing makeup every day. There was a long time where I didn't like wearing makeup and now I'm back to liking it. So hey everyone, how's it going? I'm back with another reset video. This time it's for October and it's just blowing my mind how it's already October, or almost October. It's September 30th that I'm filming this right now. Can't believe how much has happened in a year, like so far, right? We're 10 months in. Holy smokes. I'm just, yeah, speechless is what I should say, speechless. So for everyone new joining this video, watching for the first time, I'm Diana. I am a registered dental hygienist and I guess you could say also a content creator. I make videos on YouTube about my life, pretty much focusing on whatever's going on at that moment. Right now it's being a full-time hygienist, so that's what I talk about a lot. But I also like to show you kind of behind the scenes of my work and my life and pretty much anything I feel like. So if you haven't already and you want to see some more videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, it helps me out so much. And for those of you who are returning to watching another one of these videos, thank you for continuing to watch my videos and support my channel. For reset videos, reset time, around the last week of the month, the first week of the next month, I am kind of in like a fresh start mode and it happens every month. So what I usually like to do is clean up my room, do whatever laundry I need to do. I do that weekly. I don't all just leave it for the end of the month. It just so happens that when I want to film this video, I also make sure I go ahead and go through my list of things that I need to get done. It's a really good motivator, you could say. And yeah, it just kind of helps me stay accountable to attaining, I'm just not gonna finish that sentence. I don't know what I was gonna say. So with these videos, I also like to go over my future goals, what I've accomplished, talk a little bit about my budget, and just whatever I, again, feel like talking about in these videos. So I'm just gonna go straight into my budget. My budget is something I always end up having to also refresh, restart whenever I want to film these videos. I keep up with it for the most part, but nearing the end of the month, I'll kind of start slacking, just to be honest. Budgeting is really hard. Not everyone has it in them, and looking at numbers all the time stresses me out. This month has probably, other than the crazy skin treatment that I talked about in my September reset video, because I filmed that like a day or two after, I have not spent a lot of money, I would say, on like, not frivolous, on just stuff. It's more like paying off debt. I paid off, not paid off, I've paid kind of multiple times to my dad through my rent because he paid for my bypass surgery and I'm paying him back slowly. So I'm trying to get that out of the way. I also still owe money on my laptop. That's almost paid up, which is great. And because of my bypass surgery, I therefore don't eat a lot and I save a lot of money on foods, which I was spending quite a lot going out to eat. But that's all changed. So I want to say I am obviously very new at the budgeting thing. Like I've said, I've been doing these like monthly resets for a while and I'm still to this day trying to figure out like what works best for me and what will in the end make me want to budget, make me want to save, make me want to do this, do that, for me specifically. So I use the youneedtobudget.com. There's an app and a website. The way I think of it is it's a virtual money envelope system where you're not physically dealing with the cash part. Like some people like to do the cash envelopes. I've tried that before in the past. It just doesn't work out for me. It's all just a little too much work to put in for myself, and this is just years of knowing the type of person I am. I will start out great with something and then not continue on. So this has been by far the type of budget that I've invested the most time in recently, out of everything that I've tried, and it just really works. I like being able to spend my money and then being able to move money over from another section if I've overspent in one category. There is obviously a learning curve around it that I'm still learning and I'm still trying to get into the habit of looking at it every day. So I have a reminder from the app on my phone, brings on my Apple Watch, to make sure I input all my transactions. Now all my bank accounts for some reason won't link to this website properly. I think it's because they're Canadian for the most part, but if you're American and you're using this website and you're wanting to link your accounts, it will keep track of all of your transactions that way. So unfortunately it just doesn't work for me. I try every time to link my account, it just doesn't work. So I'm fine inputting my transactions. I don't do it every day. I try to do it as often as possible, but like I said, I've barely been spending money, so this time around I did about 2 weeks of I just updated the last 2 weeks, and it was pretty simple and pretty quick to add them all in individually. I do have some automatic payments that go onto my credit card, and that's the only thing that really confuses me is the payments that go onto my credit card. How does that work for money coming out of my bank account? I'm still figuring out. I think I got it. There are YouTube videos that you can watch that explain it way better. I am thinking about, again, switching up my budget to something even more simplified. Like one of the videos that I watched where they said, you know, start off a little bit more simple, because I think I have a bit of too many categories and it's a little overwhelming. All of my subscriptions under one category, my car and my insurance payment one category, just have like a lifestyle category. We'll see. I'm gonna try and keep working on this. I don't want to get to a point where it's too overwhelming, so I really want to try and simplify it. So I want to say, let's see my reports here. Majority of my money is going towards paying off bills. So like I said, this month I kind of doubled up on the payments to my dad. I put them under the rent category because once I am done paying my dad back, I'm going to use that extra money to put it towards my down payment and also keep a little bit of extra money in there in case, like I said before in another video, where I just allot a certain amount of money, and if my parents need me to like pick up something, this and that, I use that category money to pay for that, and I don't ask them to pay me back. So I paid for the laptop twice this month and for the bypass surgery twice as well. So next month I probably won't pay again for the laptop, but maybe I'll do the rent twice. We'll see. In terms of money, I am going on a trip in November, which I have feelings about. It's all paid for by someone else, so I'm not the one spending my money on that. If I do have a say, I don't have to go. There is obviously a big part of me that wants to go, but also it means I'm missing about a week of work, and that kind of stresses me out. It's people that I'm all fairly new to, and I'm sure it's going to be great and fine. I'm just stressing out because I'm losing weight, which is great, but I also don't have any clothes that really fit me, which is such a horrible problem to have. It's just that I would be preferring to buy fall winter clothes. Instead, we're going to a hot tropical-ish place. So now I'm having to search wide and far on sales for clothes that I have to kind of guess my size will be in about a month, but then I probably won't ever fit into them again. So then I have to like sell them, but the places that I want to buy them from are super cheap and I don't see them being resold for any good amount of value, like to make it worth it. So I'm in this like weird conundrum where I want to buy clothes I don't know what size I'll be. It'll be summer clothes, not winter clothes. It just... my summer clothes that I have now will not fit me. Then they might be a bit baggy. I'll try and figure it out, but I'm ordering stuff online. Not happy about it, but I put money aside for it, and I'm just gonna see what works and return what doesn't, and then figure out the money thing about it later. But I don't plan to do any excursions. I literally just want to sit on the beach and read books and suntan, and that's it. Try to make it as low cost as possible. So in another category in terms of beauty, September I spent so much money. I'm just thinking of it as like a gift for myself because I've always wanted a skin treatment thing happening. I don't think I will ever do the full head and chest area again. I think I'm just gonna do the one area that I really want treated because I can't really tell the difference. It's kind of hard when you're losing weight really fast. Can't tell if it's from that or from the actual treatment, but whatever. I'm lumping it all kind of into the beauty category. I don't plan, or like I don't feel like I need Botox again. Like I'm happy with it, whatever my face is at now. I just wanted to try it and I did like how it looked, and I will get it in the future. Just at this moment there's other things that I want to pay off and save up for, so it's not a priority. I do at some point want to get my lips done, but again, I'm kind of really happy with just the Botox lip flip. So I might just get that, and that is way cheaper. Way cheaper. I've worked really hard to get to where I am today, and I'm happy with the way things are going. I have money saved up. And also, I know that if I am not making enough money, that I need to work more. I've always been honest about wanting my life to be more realistic. I know that restriction in terms of budgeting has never worked for me. I always swing hard the other way and end up overspending because I've restricted myself for too long. So if you think this budget is insane, then yes, to you it might be, but I make a lot of money for what my life costs right now, like my bills and stuff. I make enough money to cover all that and have extra. Now, I am anticipating having less money for the month of November just because of that 1 week off that we're going on vacation. So I am picking up some temping shifts that I will just say some pay about $14 more than what my full-time job pays. Yeah, you heard that. Of course, it's obviously like once or twice a week, but I am wanting to work more to make up for those missed days, and also just because I feel like it now. I feel like I want to be working more. I don't have much else going on in my life, so I have the opportunity. I don't have kids, I'm not married, I'm not in a relationship. It's just me. I'm focusing on myself, and so I can do whatever I want. And I want to work more. So I will be making some extra money, which is what I'm excited about, to see all these different offices and see what it's like. I'll do a video about temping and what my experience was like for that. My medications is something that has also gone quite up a bit in terms of my budget. First, my medication is expensive. Fun fact, while it is probably cheaper than the States, I still have to pay for it out of my own pocket because I don't have any extended health benefits. So that sucks, but it is what it is. I'm happy that I can afford it. I've also started going to the IV drip lounge type place to get vitamins, just again because of my gastric bypass surgery. I need to be really careful about my vitamins, and so I like to do that about once a month, and so I've just included that in my budget as well. And student loans, it's another thing. Money usually doesn't come out of my bank account on stat holidays, and today is a stat holiday, so my payment of $415.23, something like that, will come out I think on October 3rd, which is the Monday. My phone bills have also increased because we went to the States and Mexico in August, and I pay for my mom's phone bills as well, and we used Roam Like Home, so you pay a certain amount a certain amount a day, and then you can use your phone like you would at home. So it just bumped up my phone bills quite a bit this month. So that's gonna go back down. Plan to reduce my gym membership to just one location. Right now I have it so I can go to like different locations. I of course haven't been going, but I am on a 1-year contract, so I can't cancel it anyway. I did go consistently for a few months there, and I want to get back into it. I just need to figure out my sleeping schedule. I am getting enough sleep, but it's not enough to wake up any earlier so that I can go to the gym before I go to work. So I'm going to reduce money there. Again, I won't have any crazy skin treatments next month, so I'm hoping to reduce money there. Gas is outrageous here in my area, like absolutely insane. So I've just been filling up $50 every couple of days, just in hopes that I can catch the prices on a day where it's like super low, and then I'll fill up. But usually I fill up $100 once a week and it's good. Sometimes I can push it if I don't really drive my car that much. In terms of debt, I'm really focused on paying off my credit card first. I want to get that down to 0. A lot of my patients, not a lot, but some of them are financial advisors, and so I've been asking them questions about getting a mortgage in the area, blah 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 blah. And so they said that student loans are not necessarily a bad thing. Like, it's not going to hurt you too badly in terms of getting a mortgage. It's just your consumer debt. So until I get that paid off, because I know what every financial advisor is going to say once they look at my money and stuff, blah 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 blah, they're going to say you need to pay this off, and there's no point in discussing any other options because so many more doors will open for you once you've paid that off. I'm just gonna pay that off. Once that's done, then I'll go speak to a mortgage broker and discuss the next steps in terms of buying a place, realistically what I can get and how much of a down payment I need. In the meantime, I'm still putting money into the down payment, but like I've said, every one of these categories is movable, so I will move it around. I will move the money around if I need to pay off something, right? So to tell you guys more about my temping, I have been using multiple places, but I think a good one for people to start on it's an app called Workforce. I don't know if it's in America. I don't think it is. It might be a Canadian thing, but I like it because it's an app. When you start your shift, you start the clock on the app. There's tons of job postings and they give you all the information. Highly recommend just looking into it and just getting a feel for it. What I've been using, I do use another temp agency. She's just local though, so it's not really gonna help many people unless you're living in the same city that I am. But it's a good app to start with, or a good temp agency to start with and get a feel. And then you can kind of search around, either go on your own, talk to offices on your own, and or go through Facebook. At least you have someone, at least through the app, you have someone advocating for you, which is what I really wanted for a first time temping positions. So I'm here sitting on the ground preparing my vitamins for the next week. It's something that's extremely important with my surgery. I have tried filming a few times talking about the surgery, and I just don't really like how it turns out, and I'm nervous to post it. I know I don't need to, but I would really like to help anyone out there that might be considering it, or just bring a little bit more awareness to it, more education about it, because a lot of people think it's the easy way out, and let me tell you, it is not. It was a very, very, very last resort for me, at least. So if you guys have any specific questions, it might help me kind of gauge how to format this video, because right now it's like all over the place and I keep refilming because I just genuinely start rambling. So if you have any questions about it, private message me if you like on Instagram, or message me or comment down below, sorry, about any questions you might have. That way I can kind of, I don't know, it might just help me get through a video a lot easier. Anyway, back to the vitamins. These are very expensive, not the case. The case is from Amazon, which is what I really like. I'll show you guys. It comes in a bigger case. It's a bit dusty and I've scratched it up. Oh my gosh. Ignore. Okay, let me just try and see if I can get this off. Scratched it up a bit, but that's okay. It comes in a little pack like this, and then you have these slots, and you just fill each one morning, noon, evening, and then I just grab it and put it in my purse. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I just keep grabbing more and more and more and put them all in my purse and never take them out. One thing to keep in mind is that vitamins are super expensive. So if you're going to be doing this surgery, you have to take vitamins for the rest of your life. So keep that in mind. The ones I take are specific to bariatric people, so they have a higher concentration than just your regular vitamins that you would find at a drugstore. So I have to order mine specially online. I won't go through them in this video because I'm sure it's not very interesting in terms of brands and stuff like that, but I take a probiotic, B100 complex, a bariatric multivitamin with iron. I take a calcium with vitamin D. I take fiber pills. I take biotin. I take calcium citrate and calcium magnesium are the two that I take as well. But the magnesium is the calm powder. You mix it in a drink. That one, I will be honest, I have a hard time taking it every day because of the restrictions of drinking and eating at the same time. I literally with work have it's like a big struggle trying to find time to take my medication with food, but also avoiding drinking water 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after it's a nightmare. Something I'm still getting used to. It's about 7 weeks since my surgery. So let me just put all my vitamins in for the week and I'll show you the end result. There we go. That's what a full week's worth looks like. I don't take every pill at the same time every day. I'm human. I also miss some days. But I am pretty consistent with at least the calcium, magnesium, vitamin B, multivitamin, the probiotic, biotin, and the fiber, all extra pills that I decided for myself to take. Again, I don't take those every day because you're technically not supposed to. I mean, other than the biotin. The biotin is just to hopefully help prevent my hair from falling out, which is another side effect that I'm really hoping I can somehow bypass that. I'm also really struggling to find decent nightstands. I have been looking everywhere. I even looked on Facebook Market, but they're all, I want to say, ugly. Not worth the money that people are asking for, and it's a lot of having to do DIY on top of it. So, and I'm not looking for anything particular. I'd like something, ideally in the perfect world, I would get a nightstand that just has 4 or 3 legs and like a tabletop thing, but I actually need at least 1 drawer so I can put all these damn vitamins in. So I've been just looking around trying to find something. Everything that looks nice and like that I want is very expensive, so I've been hesitant on buying that. But I have been working on trying to figure out what this weird feeling I'm feeling is. And I talk a little bit at the end of my last video where I discuss how I just don't know what this feeling is. I don't know what to do next, kind of thing. And so I did a little type of worksheet on my iPad. I made it up myself, or made a list of what my problems are, what the conflict is, and then what the solution. So for example, my problem is, hold on, let me get my iPad so I can, oh my god, my foot's asleep. I'm too old to be sitting on the ground. I'm washing my bed sheets, as you guys know, so my desk, my room area right now is quite a mess, but I don't care. So let me just quickly give you an example. I haven't really worked on it since I thought of the idea the end of the night when I was really tired. So my problem is that I hate my room. And the conflict is that I'm indecisive and money. I don't want to spend the money on it. Because in my head, I have this idea that why spend money on the furniture when I'm gonna buy a place, and I'd rather, you know, invest in furniture for that. The solution is I need to, oh my god, what's the saying? I need to get a reality check, because that's not gonna happen for a while. If anything, if I find something that I like, I know when I move into a new place, I will reuse it. I can sell it. I will figure something out. It's just in my head that I feel like, no, I can't buy anything that I like. Obviously, I'm not gonna spend a crazy amount of money. It's just what's being offered out there is quite expensive, even for like the most basic thing. So my solution that I've, just very simply, it's not like paragraphs written out, literally just like one sentence, one word solutions. It's create a budget for it, save to like spend the money in my room, save for it, and then just have the just do it mentality. Like, just buy it. Just don't overthink it. Don't start thinking about the what ifs. Just buy it. Just do it. I'm hoping this is something that will get me through it. I am also in this weird phase where I'm waiting to have my TV put up and my curtains, and for some reason that's also like a mental block in my head, being like I can't do anything until that's up, which in a sense, one part of, I should stop covering my face with my hand, which in a sense it is true. I can't do much if I rotate my bed because the TV is right there, and if it's not hanging up on the wall, I can't really watch it. Takes up a lot of the room. I can still move my bed, like it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Also, another one of my problems was struggling with clothes. I don't know, my conflict is I don't know what my style is anymore. I have an idea, but I am pretty sure, self-diagnosed here, that I have probably very severe body dysmorphia. I don't really know what I look like. I am like looking at myself right now in the viewfinder, and I don't recognize who I am. What I see right now is not what I feel like I look like, and it's more of like what I'm seeing right now versus mentally what I'm envisioning myself to look. It's not what I'm seeing. Body dysmorphia is very, very bizarre. So I don't really know what style I have or like. Money, always conflict, money, because I just don't want to spend the money on it. So my solution is to create a Pinterest board and find people and find stuff that I like, create a sinking fund for it, and buy stuff that way. My process for buying clothes for my trip right now is actually chaotic. I am just buying a bunch of stuff. I haven't bought anything, it's just my carts are full from a few different stores, but I'm running out of time because I need them to ship here, then I need to try them, and then I also need to return them and buy something else if I don't like what I bought already. So I really need to get a move on that, and that is what's stressing me out a lot. And I'm sure my friend too, who I'm begging for help, and then I'm like, no, like turning down everything just because, like I said, body dysmorphia, how I envision myself wearing it is not probably the reality of it. And so man, this sucks.